Hey everyone, how are we today? Just doing an all signs reading today. We are going to be looking at no contact situations. So whether this is, somebody that has ghosted you completely, or there's just very minimal contact between you and somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a love connection. It definitely could be looking at platonic connections as well. But we're just looking at no contact and kind of what's going on behind the scenes with the no contact situation. Okay, please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate your support. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading. And this week we are using, I've got here the Yin Yang Oracle. So hopefully that's going to show us, some outright reasons for the no contact. And then we do have the Jester Lenormand, where we will be looking into that a little bit more, and then asking whether contact is going to be upcoming in the near future for you with this person. Okay, so if you yourself are the one that has blocked off contact with that person and you are still interested in that situation, maybe cross-watch your own sign and see what's sort of coming out for you as well. Or sorry, the person's sign, and see what's coming out for that in reference to you. So you're more than welcome to cross-watch or watch alternate placements and whatnot as well. As always, I will be taking timestamps, and today we're going to start off with Aries. Okay, Aries. Aries and the person they are not in contact with. Aries and the person that they are not currently in contact with. What is the reason for the no contact between Aries and this person? Okay, so Aries, I do have here the action card has come out here, which is courage and beginnings, action. It actually came out with receive and open. So that straight away lets us know that this person is waiting for you to take action, Aries. They have their hand out open to receive contact, but they are waiting for you to start that new beginning, for you to have the courage to take action here with this no contact situation. We also do see here lack and doubts. So, a lot of self-doubt and that emotional lack, that fear-based stuff coming through for this person, that they kind of doubt that, they doubt that you are going to take action towards them. I feel like that's why they are waiting for you to do something about this no contact situation here, Aries, because, they kind of doubt that that it's going to happen, and they are feeling that sense of lack, as in, I'm just feeling this person feels as though there's nothing that they can do, and that's why it's no contact. I did just have the stars drop out here as well, Aries, so I'm going to add that up to the reasonings, because I do feel as though they do have a lot of hope and optimism that, that this lack could be overcome, that their doubts are wrong, that you could take action. They are kind of wishing for you to take actions here, for you to have the courage to, come toward them. Like I said, they do have their hand out ready to receive. They're open to receive your energy here, Aries, but it doesn't feel as though this person will be taking any actual contact action towards you yourself here, Aries. But okay, Aries and the no contact situation. What does Aries need to know about the no contact situation, please? Okay, and yes or no. Will Aries have contact with this person in the near future? Okay, so Aries, when we're asking a little bit more information about this situation, we do firstly have the rider and the masculine coming through there. Okay, so that once again, it does show us that they're waiting for someone to take action. The masculine counterpart within this connection, this person does feel as though the masculine is the one that needs to, find that courage to take action. I feel as though this masculine is you, Aries. Whether regardless of gender, they're kind of waiting for you to take control and bring good news to them that yes, we're going to have contact again. We're going to communicate. Once again, with that action card, we did see the keyword beginnings, and we do also have the coffin here. So the coffin does talk about endings that are bringing new beginnings. They're waiting for you to, end out whatever's been going on in your life here, Aries. End out this doubt for this person and have this new beginning with contact with this person. When I have asked for yes or no, we are receiving a yes here. Okay, in this deck we do have the dots at the top that do give the yes or no answers. That has come through on the ring card as well. So this person, I am feeling that this person is definitely wanting some sort of relationship, wanting that contact with you, Aries. It's just feeling as though they're putting everything onto you here, that the ball's kind of in your court, Aries. It's up to you whether you want to actually have contact with this person or not. Okay. More than welcome to, cross-watch placements or check out your other placements there, of course. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we'll move over to Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Taurus and the person they are not currently in contact with. Taurus and the person they are not currently in contact with. What is going on? Pardon me. Taurus and the person they are not currently in contact with. Okay, so I had the communication card come out in the reverse, so we can straight away see that there's no communication, there's no messages coming through with this energy. Mercury in reverse. So for at least one of you here, it's telling me, because Mercury's coming out in reverse, I'm seeing something about the retrograde coming through. I'm not sure when the next Mercury retrograde actually is. But that the retrograde may actually see something about this situation change. We do have the present card coming through. That's all about gratitude and abundance. Okay, and we also see transcendence and unity. Very interesting. I do feel as though this person and yourself as well, Taurus, very, very focused on your own abundance at the moment, focused on transcending the need to be unified in a sense here, unifying yourself with other things other than this connection. Because you can kind of see that even though that card is the card of unity, they have their backs to each other. They may be mirroring each other, but they do still have their backs to each other. So it's kind of like you or this person is trying to transcend the need to have communication between you. They're really focusing on, having gratitude and living in the present, and focusing on money and abundance within their own self here. They don't feel as though there's a need for communication. There's a message coming through here that something about, because of the mirroring aspect I'm seeing here, something about all you need to do is look in the mirror and you will know why the communication is in the reverse here, why there's no communication with this person. It's got something to do with whether it's you or this person. There's something that they're needing to look in the mirror at and understand something from the other person's point of view. And that will make it clearer as to why there is no communication here. Okay, Taurus. Taurus and the person they are not currently in contact with. And will there be contact for Taurus and this person in the near future? Will there be contact for Taurus and this person in the near future? Okay, so Taurus, I'm seeing the bear coming through here with the child. Okay, so it does feel as though this person is very heavily involved with protecting themselves, protecting their inner child, they're protecting their inner, you know, their innocence, protecting their sweetness, by not being in contact with you here, Taurus. Um, there's some things that they need to really work through in their own head space. We have the clouds coming through here. It's kind of like they have overthought things in the past and maybe looked too deeply into things, and that has left them confused and feeling as though all they can do is protect themselves. They do have their boundaries up very, very high here. There is something here about protecting the inner child, protecting their child, focusing on nurturing their inner child. I do feel for majority of them, it's their inner child and the way that they think about things that they are trying to protect and nurture here. But it feels as though they're to the point of, you know, defensive against being in contact here, because they feel as though, you know, there's it's getting overthought. It's getting thought about too much. It's getting you know, it's confusing them. To think about being in contact leads them to confusion and confuses this poor sweet little child in the middle here. And you know, it confuses how, it's kind of like the no contact is the only way they know how to protect themselves. They don't know how to actually think about a connection and like having contact. Kind of that energy of yeah, just not knowing how to deal with contact. It leads them to too much overthinking and anxiety. Just the thought of contact seems to be putting this person into some sort of, you know, anxiety response, and it's coming from their inner child, that that fight or flight, and this person does seem to, you know, be more in the flight aspect with the no contact, because they're trying to protect themselves in some way, shape, or form here. It may not make sense to you, Taurus, but with that transcendence card, there's a level of understanding that you know that no communication is actually for the best with this person, because it just feels like if we were to force communication here, that it would just stress this person out too much. Although we do see a yes when we talk about contact here. But this is the rider saying yes here. So that could actually be third party contact. You may hear about this person. It's kind of this energy of, you know, the rider is good news on the way. So it's just like you hear about things in this person's life, or you hear about their good news. Doesn't necessarily mean that you are in direct contact with them. So yes, there is some sort of contact, but it feels like a more indirect form of contact, like through maybe a third party. Just hearing about this person rather than speaking to them directly. Okay, so that's what we have for you, Taurus. You're more than welcome to cross-watch other placements. You know, leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading. And pardon me. We will move on over to our Geminis. Gemini and the person they are not currently in contact with. Gemini and the person they are not currently in contact with. What's the reason for no contact with Gemini and this person? Wow, I'm getting some interesting energy here. Firstly, I've got the autumn harvest energy. So the harvest energy is very similar to, you know, I'm hearing reaping what you sow somehow may be relevant here. But harvesting is like, it's like when you go through and you cut out the things that are, you know, so that you can turn them into other things. Like, for example, when you harvest the wheat and then you take it to the mill and mill it into flour, is what I'm getting shown here with the harvest energy. That there was a reason that this is no contact here, Gemini, that that energy from this situation, it's now been harvested and turned into something else. This person needed to put that energy into something else in their life. We do also have the water signs coming out here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So there's a lot of emotion attached to the water energy as well. And with that autumn energy, the harvest energy, of course, for some of you, this no contact may have started during autumn, although I do read the seasons as my own, and we have just entered into autumn here in Australia. So that would be very current kind of season energy. So it may be a very current no contact situation. But, you know, it does seem to be this person has a lot of emotions under the surface here. There's a lot going on for them emotionally. It's kind of like maybe that, I feel like that's what they've had to harvest here. They've had to, you know, because the harvest really does bring to mind the scythe energy from the lenormand, which is all about, you know, breaking free from certain things so that we can change, you know, for change. And it feels as though this person has needed to, you know, break free from relationships and contact situations here in order to focus on themselves and focus on their own emotions. It's just like they've got so much energy going into their emotions at the moment that they can't focus on anything else. And it's led to this no contact situation, some sort of breakdown with this person emotionally. Because we do also have the shadow side coming through here, the dark night of the soul, the moon energy. So, you know, very, very emotional energy coming from this person here, Gemini, that they are definitely, you know, going through some emotions at the moment. And it kind of feels as though the reason for the no contact was, you know, purely because this person cannot handle it at the moment, that they need to focus on their own emotions at the moment and get through the dark night of the soul kind of stuff and get through their own emotions before they can even consider, you know, I'm kind of just getting this energy of this person is not involved with absolutely anybody at this point in time, because they're just so focused on their own emotional stuff. Like, it's kind of like they've been swept away by this flood of emotions, and that's where they are. They're nowhere other than, you know, trying to keep their head above water emotionally at the moment here. But we'll have a look. Gemini and the person, well, once again, we do have the water signs, and I did nearly just say Cancer. So it may definitely be somebody with a strong Cancer placement as well. Or you may have a strong Cancer placement as well, Gemini. But Gemini and this person that they are not currently in contact with. What does Gemini need to know about this no contact situation? Okay, and will there be contact in the near future for Gemini and this person? Okay, so we are getting the Fox and the Crossroads coming out first here, Gemini, which is all about, you know, focusing on independence. This person, I feel like this person is trying to find their independence. They're worried about their own, you know, they're focusing on their own survival. And that's all that they can sort of deal with at the moment. It's just sort of reiterating that they have decided to accept the loss. We have got the mouse energy coming here as well. The Crossroads is all about choices, decisions. This person, they're so focused on their own survival here that they just can't, like, for maybe one of you, they feel as though you're playing games a little bit here, Gemini. So just take that on board. I don't feel as though that's for very many of you, but this person has decided to accept the loss and allow this to be a loss that they've suffered. because, you know, it's just something that they're just so wrapped up in it's kind of a weird energy, because it's like they're deciding to deal with loss, but they're deciding to sort of, you know, choosing to accept you as a loss in their life and a loss of contact with you, because it's kind of like they're so used to loss that that's all they know how to handle. They can't handle having someone there in contact with them, because they're just so emotional. It's just a lot of emotion coming from this person. We do have a yes for future contact here, but I did, even though I was asking for, you know, in the short term, the near future, this is a long-term energy. The lily here, it's a long-term card, so it kind of feels as though, yes, there may be contact, but it's not going to be in the near future. It may take a little bit longer than that with this person. Okay, so it's not completely lost, but they need to get through this emotional stuff first and foremost. This person is like every time I'm looking at that water card, I'm just getting sucked below the surface here. They're really, really struggling to keep their head above the water, and they just don't know how to do that. They would rather accept the loss of you and the loss of contact with you, because they know how to deal with that, because it's kind of propelling their emotional self at the moment, because they're just so swept away with emotion that that's all that they can focus on. And it's easier for them to accept no contact than to try to understand and try to maintain contact here. It's a hard energy, Gemini. But you are more than welcome to, you know, cross-watch placements and whatnot as well. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading. But we'll move on to Cancer. Okay, Cancer. Cancer and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Cancer and the person they are not currently in contact with. The reason for no contact with this person for Cancer. Pardon me. Okay, so firstly, we're seeing the self-worth expectations card. So this person is someone who does struggle quite a lot. We also have the karma, justice, and balance energy here, balancing out karma and justice, balancing out their self-worth. They're really, you know, trying to balance out their self-worth, their expectations. It's feeling like for some of you, this person has maybe put too many expectations upon you here, Cancer, and you know, their self-worth, because you haven't met those expectations, their self-worth is telling them, oh, well, you know, if they can't meet my expectations, they're not worth it. I'm not worth it. It's a, you know, serrated blade here is what I'm getting. That it's you know, it's a hard one to balance out. That's why they're in this balancing energy. They're really struggling with this. They are trying to balance out their expectations, balance out their self-worth issues with this energy, which is the epiphany breakthrough energy. So it's kind of like, you know, this person knows. It's like it's right on the tip of their tongue kind of energy that they know. You know, they know the truth of the matter. They know that it's their self-worth that's you know, they know it's their high expectations. It's like they're balancing on that serrated knife edge, like they're about to have this breakthrough. They're, you know, the epiphany is right there. It's just a matter of them being able to sort of balance that out, and you know, because it's kind of like they're flipping. They you know, in their brain they know this, but then in the rest of them, their emotions, they're still struggling with their self-worth and still struggling with the expectations that they place on others. I feel as though this person places high expectations on themselves. And that's why, you know, there's such a struggle for this person to understand that they've put those expectations onto you as well, and then wondered, you know, why they haven't been met. Because, you know, I feel like for a lot of these people, they are unrealistic expectations. or there were expectations that they knew you were never going to be able to meet. They were very, very high expectations. But it's kind of like they put their own, those expectations on themselves as well. And then that allows them to propel their negative self-worth, because, if you're putting unrealistic expectations on yourself and on others around you, they're never going to be met, and they're going to reinforce, oh, I'm not worth the effort. All those sorts of things. So this person, they're very, very close to this breakthrough. You can kind of see, even in this card here, the sun is shining up. It's about to break through, and it's just breaking through here with this epiphany. So they're really trying to balance this out within themselves at the moment. I feel as though it's those expectations that really have made this situation a no contact situation here. But we'll have a look a bit deeper here. Cancer and the person they are not currently in contact with. And flip it as necessary. That definitely could be you as well, Cancer. Or like, because I'm kind of getting a mirroring aspect here that maybe you both do that. Okay, Cancer and this person that they are not currently in contact with. And will Cancer and this person have contact in the near future? Okay, Cancer. So we're getting the anchor and the mountain. So straight away, we're stuck. We're a little bit stuck here. There's some issues that need to be overcome. Those expectations are kind of like this mountain in between the two of you at the moment. And this person is really just struggling to get to the top of the mountain, and really balancing that out for themselves. They're kind of stuck halfway up this mountain, unsure how to proceed, unsure how to allow that epiphany to take hold and actually change their action and expectations here. So it is feeling very, very sort of stuck and delayed at the moment here with this person. We do see the fox coming through as well. So there may also be some obstacles here between you and this person to do with, very independent kind of energy. One or both of you may be a bit of a player or playing games. They may feel like you've been playing games, or I feel as though there's something here about it's their self-worth playing games with them kind of energy. Their self-worth is playing games with them and holding them back and keeping them stuck here. It's kind of like their self-worth is stopping them from having that breakthrough, that where they finally adjust this within themselves, balance this out within themselves. So for some of you here, this person is, it's that balance of karma and justice that they're needing to, sort this out within themselves on a karmic level before we can worry about, this person needing to raise their self-worth and lower those expectations. Those expectations, it feels like those expectations are huge with that mountain there as well, and they're kind of just stuck, creating these huge big mountains of obstacles out of their expectations on themselves and others, and that's why it's playing games with their self-worth. As to whether there will be contact in the near future for you and this person, we do have a no. We do have the whip coming through there as the no. So that does sort of let us know that, if you force it, there is going to create more tension, more drama, potentially a fight kind of energy with this person, because, it's all coming from their self-worth, but self-worth, it's a hard one, because self-worth is something that people need to find on their own. Self, it's not up to you to show somebody their worth. They need to find that for themselves. And like I said, they're currently, balancing out the scales at the moment within themselves. And that's a journey that they need to undertake here, Cancer. Not saying that, in the future that might not be the case. And you are more than welcome to check other placements, of course. But we'll move on over to Leo. Okay, Leo. Leo and the person they are not currently in contact with. Leo and the person you are not currently in contact with. What's the reason for no contact for Leo and this person? Okay. Firstly, I'm getting regret and repression. Okay, so they're kind of hiding from some stuff here, hiding from some regrets, hiding from some energy of what they've, said, done in the past here, that they do have regrets. They're kind of repressing that and not admitting that they regret anything. They're kind of like, I regret nothing. And secretly they do. They're repressing a lot of emotion when it comes to their own sense of guilt and regret here. The middle card we have reflection, which is projections as well. So a lot of the time that can talk about mirroring aspects, but what I'm actually getting here is it's a very interesting energy, because the next card I do have is one of your cards. Okay, Sun. We always see the sun as Leo, and so this is how they see you, Leo. Strength and empowerment. Okay, you're the sun, you're the strength, you're the empowerment. That reflects back to them every time they look at you, Leo. You can kind of see here on one side we've got that very similar coloring for all the cards too, but every time they look at how strong and empowered that you are, it reflects back to them how how unempowered, how weak they feel because of their regret, and they're trying to repress those emotions. So it's kind of like every time that they look at you, it reflects, all the positive things that they see in you is actually reflecting back at them, all the things that they're not feeling good enough. They're not feeling they can balance out that strength and that empowerment that you seem to have. So whether this is the case or not, for you, like on your side of things, Leo, whether you feel this or not, this is how this person sees you. Okay, and it's projection. Okay, looking at you and they think that you, you're so strong, you've got everything sorted out, you're so, able to do whatever you want, you're so powerful and strong here, Leo, that it makes them feel weak and, unempowered. Like they have no power, like they have no control, that they, they know that they're sitting here in the dark kind of energy. So, the sun combats the darkness. And so every time this person looks into the mirror and sees your sun, all it's actually shining back at them is the darkness within themselves. Okay, so it's kind of that energy of it's just too hard to stare into the sun. When it comes to you, Leo, that your energy, there's something about your energy that like this person is really projecting a lot onto you here. It's kind of like that energy of they're repressing how you bring to light all their weaknesses kind of energy. But it's all within themselves, I feel, Leo. Leo and the person they are not currently in contact with. Leo and the person they are not currently in contact with. And will there be contact between Leo and this person in the near future? Yes or no? Will there be contact for Leo and this person in the near future? We have the ship and the flowers coming out first, but that has come out with the mouse energy here. So the ship and the flowers, that's all about this person. They're trying to start a new journey. You're both, I feel like you're both kind of trying to start a new journey, to travel away from each other here, because we do see the camel there faced away from us, traveling away from us. So I do feel as though this person is, they're trying to start a new adventure, a new journey for themselves here, and give to something else. They're feeling as though they can't give to you because you're just too sunshine and happiness and amazing and strong. They feel as though they don't have anything to give you. So it feels unequal to this person. So they're trying to give to something that they can give and receive from. So it's kind of like they're giving to a new journey, a new adventure, because they're, it's kind of that energy of, that I'm hearing that phrase, that phrase, like, if I'm too good for you, then go find someone who's not. Like, that kind of thing. That if I'm too much for you, go find somebody who's not. Like, it's kind of that energy of, like, if I'm too awesome for you to handle, if I'm too much, I'm too much for you, if I'm too strong for you, go find somebody who's weak. And it feels like that's what they're doing. They're going to go find somebody who, I'm not saying they're doing the right thing here, but it feels like they're trying to find somebody that they feel on the same level as. They feel as though you're above them. Not saying that that's the truth or not, okay? But we do see that mouse energy coming through as well here. So, it's kind of like this person is accepting the loss. Even though it stresses them out, they're accepting that, they're giving to loss. They're kind of giving to less and loss. That they've lost a chance to have Leo's empowerment and strength because they don't have that themselves. So they're accepting the loss here, kind of energy. And as to whether we're going to see them in the near future with contact, we do have a no. That is the scythe energy here, which talks, it's kind of, I feel like this is actually saying that no, there's not going to be any contact unless there is a sudden, huge, unexpected change here. Unless there's a very unexpected change in the energy, very sudden change in the energy, no, we will not be in contact with this person. And I do feel as though if there were to be some sort of change in that energy, it would be up to this person, Leo, not up to you. Okay? Because, the only way that you would be able to change to match this person is to lower your energy and never do that. Do not drop to low vibes to match somebody else. You seem to be, your vibe is good. Keep it, so you can find somebody who's on your own level now. This person, it's just feeling like that mismatch of energy, and this person, like, I'm not going to lie here, it does feel as though, this person would drag you down. Okay, so that's the kind of energy I'm getting here. But you know your own personal situation, and you're more than welcome to check other placements, of course. Leave a comment and let me know what you thought, if that resonated for your situation. And we'll move on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Virgo and the person you are not currently in contact with. Virgo and the person you are not currently in contact with. What's the reason for no contact between Virgo and this person? Um, Before I actually get into what we're seeing with the Yin Yang Oracle, I'm just going to actually, rather than doing a second spread with the Lenormand, I'm just wanting to clarify those cards with the Lenormand for you here, Virgo, as we do see some different energy. Clarify these 3 cards for Virgo and the person they are not currently in contact with. Oh, okay. And where does that leave? Where does that leave Virgo with this no contact situation, please? And will there be contact between Virgo and this person in the near future? Will there be contact for Virgo and this person in the near future? Yes or no, please? Okay, so firstly, we did see the reunion soul ties card, and I have clarified that with the crossroad. Okay, so the reason for the no contact, I feel like this is the clue that this person, it's that energy of, they have decided to follow a different path than you. It's this energy with that reunion soul ties card. It's that energy of this person has chosen somebody else, is the energy I'm getting here. With that they've decided to, go back to an ex, or they've met somebody else who they feel they have a stronger tie to than you, Virgo. They have chosen to go elsewhere, other than Virgo. Okay. Then we actually do have the present, the abundance and gratitude card here, clarified by the clouds. I feel like this is your energy, Virgo, especially with the other card that we've got here that does talk about, where does this leave you? We've got the cross. So this leaves you kind of in this energy, knowing that this is destiny. This was what was supposed to happen. That this is all working out the way that it's supposed to. Which, sometimes that's painful. Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes that's a bit of a burden that you bear, that that this is what was destined to happen here. But this is why, I'm feeling that's for you as well, because you're seeming to be in the present. You're kind of going, what, underlying gratitude that this has happened. If this person was going to be taken away from me so easily by an ex or by somebody else, and they choose to go to that other person, then I know that they're not the one for me. And you've thought it through. You've thought very heavily about this with that clouds energy here. That, yeah, sometimes it gives you anxiety when you think about it too much. But you're focusing on your own abundance. You're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on living in the moment. And then when you do sort of have those moments of clarity, you're really realizing, I should be grateful that this person has been taken away from me, that I'm not in contact with this person. I should actually be grateful for that in the present, because, ultimately it's for my highest good, and it's exactly what was supposed to happen. That's destiny here. That it's given me the opportunity to move forward with my life and focus on my abundance and focus on living in the moment here. Okay, but with the clouds there, it's definitely hard, and it's only in moments of clarity that you're realizing that you should actually be, grateful that this is serving your highest good here, Virgo. Because, I am feeling a bit of pain coming from you here, Virgo, that, it has left you feeling a bit tied up and burdened by the whole ordeal. But you do kind of deep down know that this is the right thing, that this is how things were supposed to happen. As to this person, I feel like going back to this person's energy here, we do see the storm, unexpected energy coming through, clarified by the fox energy. So this person has it's kind of like they've chosen somebody else. They've gone a different direction. And then bang, here comes that lightning and it struck them down where they stood. The lightning is realizing, I chose the player. I chose the one that's just playing games. It's not, someone who's only caring about themselves. They don't care about me. So I'm kind of getting that energy. So you may very well find, Virgo, that this person may come crawling back kind of energy is what I'm getting with that, they thought everything was going to work out in their favor, but lo and behold, bang, here's this lightning crashing around them. It was very unexpected. They thought everything was going to, work out the way that they wanted it to with this other person. They thought they were choosing the right path for themselves, but bang, struck by lightning. That person wasn't who I thought they were with that fox energy. That person was just a player. They were just using me kind of energy. And then when we're asking as to whether there will be contact between you and this person in the near future, we do have a yes. Okay, that's the garden energy that's giving us that yes there. So there's, they're wanting to meet you halfway. They're wanting to meet up with you and talk things through. I feel for a lot of you here, you may be seeing them at an event, that kind of thing. Yes, there will be some sort of contact, but free will exists. Virgo, and it's up to you how you choose to, proceed from here on out. If someone's chosen somebody else, and that's part of destiny, that was supposed to happen that way. And I kind of feel as though when you do have those moments of clarity, you are very aware that this is actually for your highest good. The best thing that could have happened is this person choosing a different direction, because it's allowed you to find yours as well, Virgo. So I do feel that, my personal advice in the situation would be to, if that person wants to, think that they're going to come back to you, Virgo, and they think that, that they're going to meet up with you and everything's going to be hunky-dory, choose your free will overall, and allow that to, I honestly personally would advise to walk away, that you kind of get what you give in that sort of scenario is what I feel with that, just intuitively there, Virgo. Obviously, like I said, free will exists. You make whatever decision is right for you, but I feel like deep down listening to your higher self, because your higher self knows what is right and wrong for you, and your higher self seems to be telling you that this is exactly how it was supposed to happen, and it's all for good of you here. That, deep down at the end of the day, you focus on your abundance, you focus on your gratitude for where that has left you without this energy in your life. Someone that would choose a different path to you is not, someone who was adamant that you were the right path. They chose a different path, Virgo. So, allow them to keep following their own path, and you follow yours. All right. So that's my personal advice and intuition there, Virgo. But like I said, free will, guys, free will. You can choose whatever you want to do there. Maybe check, cross-watch the person's placements in as well. That may help you, get a bit more clarity on that. Or check your moon placements, whatever strong placements you may have that you wanted to check there. But, leave a comment and let me know if that resonated for you. But I'm just going to take a short break and then we'll move on to Libra. Okay, so moving on to Libra. Libra and the person you are not currently in contact with. What's the reason Libra and this person are not in contact? Libra and the person they are not currently in contact with. Okay, so we are seeing here, Libra, pretty straightforward message. We do have toxicity, the bound and patterns energy. So definitely some toxic energy running around, feeling as though, you were chained to that pattern with this person, or they were feeling that in regard to you, that there was some sort of pattern going on here with toxic energy. Okay, it's not necessarily the best energy here. We do have the avoidance and stalemate energy as well. So someone is definitely avoiding somebody because they're trying to avoid that pattern. So I'm kind of feeling this energy of this person. They've noticed that there's some certain patterns in their life, and whether that is their toxic behavior or your toxic behavior, it's kind of that energy of avoiding the situation altogether, maybe avoiding their own toxic traits, avoiding the fact that they are the ones being a bit toxic here, avoiding the fact that they have this pattern set up with, and it's sort of come out with you that, and that's the reason we're not in contact at the moment. But we'll delve into that a little bit here. Libra and the person you are not currently in contact with. So we do have the bear coming through and then the book. Okay, so it's kind of like this energy with that bear about protecting yourself, Libra. So I do feel for a lot of you, you may be the ones that have cut contact with this person, especially if there has been some sort of toxic behaviors going on with this connection. It's all about protecting yourself, nurturing your own sort of storyline here with the book. Someone needing to do some sort of research, educate themselves on the patterns that they have created in connections, educate themselves on where they actually want to go, and in order to avoid toxic patterns reoccurring. How to protect, learning more about how do I protect myself, how do I nurture myself, how do I stand strong with my own boundaries up. I do feel as though that's you, Libra, but we do also see the moon coming through as well. So a lot of emotions at the surface here. Someone's intuition telling them that avoidance is the key to this situation, to avoid, I'm getting this energy of this person trying to avoid their own self, trying to avoid their own emotions about the situation. But because there is this underlying toxic pattern going on here, you definitely are coming through as that bear, where you're just working on healing yourself and protecting your own energy, working out how to put your own boundaries up in a clear, strong kind of way. So it's a very good energy for you yourself to be in there, Libra. But there is a lot of emotions at the surface, and somebody's intuition telling them, you can't avoid this forever. You do need to look at the deeper subject matter. But we'll have a look. Yes or no? Will Libra and this person have contact in the near future? Will Libra and this person have contact in the near future? We're getting no with the snake energy there. So that's a no with the snake. That is telling us, that there's too much treachery underfoot with this energy. Okay, there's a snake in the grass. Someone's behavior, this underlying toxic energy, is very sort of snaky and could poison you. So just be wary of that. I feel as though, there's not much else I can sort of say about that energy, Libra. It does feel as though there's a toxic pattern underlying that energy there, but that's what we have for you, Libra. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, cross-watch this person, but we'll move on over to our Scorpios. Okay, Scorpio and the person they are not currently in contact with. Scorpio and the person they are not currently in contact with. What is the reason for no contact for Scorpio and this person? Oh, okay. Firstly, we have the stability card. okay, which is all about harmony and flow, stability. So the reason that this is no contact is because somebody needs to stabilize, find their own sense of harmony, their own flow, go with the flow, working out, how they can be stable outside of this this situation being in contact. Although I am straight away feeling that there is going to be contact. I haven't asked the yes, no question as of yet, but we are also seeing the apology, forgiveness energy with the deception, temptation. Okay, so this is kind of like, I'm kind of feeling that for some of you, this is you feeling as though you need to apologize. But if you were to reach out to this person and apologize, that you may fall back into temptation and it may actually destroy your stability here. Scorpio, if this is that person that they're going to come forward with an apology asking for your forgiveness, it's deceptive. Okay, it's a deception. It's trying to destroy your stability. It's all coming down to that stability. The reason that we're not in contact at the moment is because you need to find stability without this person in your life, without this contact. You need to focus on stability. Cross it around as necessary for your situation, of course, but somebody really needing to find stability outside of this contact. Okay, Scorpio, but I am feeling that apology, I feel it's like I am intuitively feeling that for majority of you, this is somebody going to reach out and ask for your forgiveness, try to come forward with an apology. But it's straight away feeling as though there's some deception going on with that. I don't know if it's just me, but for some reason, today this guy's really looking like Kanye West to me. So I don't know what the reference to that is. Does Kanye West have a song to do with deception or forgiveness or, apologizing? I don't feel as though he does have a song about apologizing because I feel as though he's very unapologetic. Maybe that's just my perception of Kanye West, but it's kind of that energy. I'm getting Kanye West energy from that card. I don't know what that means specifically, but it's kind of that energy of, you don't know when they're gonna go crazy. Like they may be very tempting and you want to hang out with them because they're a cool rapper or they've got a lot of money. It may be very tempting to spend time with Kanye West or be part of Kanye West's life, but you never know when they're gonna like go cray. That's the energy I'm getting. Okay, but we'll have a look here, Scorpio. If anyone knows, leave me a comment because I don't know much about the whole Kanye thing. Only what I see, in the media that I follow. And I'm not going to lie, like I've been known to watch the Kardashians. When you don't have drama in your own life, you need to find drama somewhere, and that's my drama outlet. Is I watch the Kardashians and I live vicariously through their drama. So I'm probably a little bit more biased against Kanye West because I like the Kardashians. So, although that's a whole bundle of worms just with that as well. Like, I get it, guys. I'm not blindly saying, oh, I love the Kardashians. But I'm getting Kanye West energy from that card. Okay, Scorpio. Scorpio and the person they are not currently in contact with. Because, like, wasn't that a thing too? Like, Kanye was like, oh, yeah, I want to get back with Kim. And then he came out and was like, oh, Kim is this and this and this. Like, it's that deceptive apology kind of energy that's coming through with that. Okay. And one card for yes or no. Yes or no, will Scorpio and this person have contact in the near future? Yeah, so we knew that was going to be a yes, right? Because we already knew that, someone heading towards somebody else with an apology there. That has come through as the ring card. So they're trying to reinstate or saying they want to apologize and fix this relationship with you. But like I said, it's feeling as though that is deceptive in itself. That apology is deceptive. It's kind of that energy of apologizing because that's how I get the relationship back, not because it's a true apology. That's what I'm kind of getting there. We do have the Tower and the Moon coming through in regard to this situation. So the foundation that has been set up with this connection, it's emotional. The foundation is very emotional, and I'm feeling that instability. We did see stability as a driving force as to why this is no contact. But I'm feeling here that there's instability. Emotional instability has been part of the foundation of this connection, and it's kind of like you walking on eggshells kind of vibe here with this connection, that tower could fall at any given moment and leave you, just an emotional wreck. But it's concerning because we do have the dog energy there as well. So I feel like that's where that temptation is coming through. There is still this sort of sense of loyalty to this person. This, I thought this was going to be a good friend to me. I thought this person was going to, be somebody who was going to walk by my side. But you kind of intuitively know that they're just messing with your flow in a big sense here, Scorpio. So, I do feel as though just be very, very wary of any apology or somebody asking for forgiveness, because, at the end of the day, you need to consider your stability and your harmony. And if I forgive this person, is that going to destabilize my emotional self? Is that going to destabilize my whole life? Is that going to create disharmony for me in my life if I were to forgive this person? There's just a deceptive element coming through with that apology. Okay, so just be aware of that, Scorpio. You're more than welcome to check other placements, cross-watch this person's placements. Leave a comment and let me know if that resonated for your situation. You'll go in the draw for that free personal reading if you do leave a comment. But we'll move on to Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius and the person they are not currently in contact with. What is the reason for no contact between Sagittarius and this person? Okay, so we are getting the distance card. Okay, retreat or time out. So this may not be full no contact. This may just be on pause, this connection. Okay, you may just be, time out, I need a break. There may be a physical distance between you and this person. It's kind of I have got to travel away for work. We need to put a pause on this. See what happens. I want to give you the I'm kind of just getting this vibe of someone saying to you something along the lines of, look, I'm traveling for work. I don't want to mess you around. I want to give you the opportunity to meet somebody else. I'm not going to be in contact with you while I'm away. And then if we come back together in a year's time, well, then that happens. But this is just kind of like a time out. It's not necessarily the be all and end all of this connection here, Sagittarius, because we do have the Mars card, which is attraction and hot. Okay, so for maybe one of you, it's kind of like, I need to take a time out on this connection because I am just too attracted to you. It's like it's burning me inside out being near you, because my attraction is huge. So for one of you, that may be the case, that this person kind of going, I need a time out to see if I'm still attracted to you when we're not in contact. Because it's overtaking everything that I'm doing. It's burning me alive, this attraction to you here. I'm hearing if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. And that's what this person seems to have done. It's like they can't handle the heat. And so they've chosen to just be like, okay, I've got to get out of this because it's just too much. It's overwhelming. Like, it's so much attraction that it's actually overwhelmed this person. And they don't know if it's real because of that. It is kind of what I'm getting. But I am getting that this is not, you know, I haven't asked the yes or no yet, but I do feel as though there will be contact between you and this person in the future. We also have the spring card, which talks about seeds. Seeds energy. Seeds have already been planted. That attraction is already there. It feels like it's not going to go away, no matter how much distance they try to put in between. Pardon me, Sagittarius. Cannot for the life of me get rid of this cough, and now I think I'm starting to get sick all over again. Driving me insane. Sagittarius and the person they are not currently in contact with. Sagittarius and the person they are not currently in contact with. And will this person and Sagittarius have contact in the near future? Will there be contact for Sagittarius and this person in the near future? Okay, so no. For the near future, that's a no. We have the moon coming through there because that's all about emotions. So in the near future, that's a no. But when we did see that spring energy, I do read the seasons as my own. So I would not say spring is the near future. It's only just started autumn here in Australia. So you know, when I'm saying near future, I'm talking, you know, within the next month or 2 months. You know, whereas this would be 6 months away. You know, the seed has been planted, but I'm just with that. It's just too. This person needs to stay away for a little bit of time here. So you know, maybe 6 to 9 months from now, that may be totally different energy we're seeing with that spring there. But right in the very near future, in the next month or so, probably no contact. Okay, Sagittarius. But we do have the cross coming through. So there is a destiny involved with this connection. Okay, there is some sort of destiny at play here. The cross is all about having faith. So if you do want to have contact with this person in the future, have faith that it'll work out the way that it needs to for you here. Okay, destiny is at play. We also do have the fox and the snake energy here. So this person, whether this is you or this person, somebody is trying to, you know, be a bit of a player at the moment, get it out of their system. This is all about, I'm getting that this is all about short-term physical activities, okay, like flings, that sort of stuff. It feels like here that, you know, somebody's trying to get it out of their system. They're trying to get this passion and attraction out of their system through having, you know, thinking that they've got to play the field a little bit, trying to just be very independent and in their own, you know, sexual vibes over here. But with the snake here, it's kind of like that's a deceptive kind of energy in itself, that they're kind of deceiving them that time or distance is going to put this fire out. I don't feel like it is. That fire is still going to be underneath everything here, and I feel like that's why they're, you know, emotions coming through as the no, because they're like, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming this person that they're like, it can't be real. I'm too attracted to Sagittarius. I need to get away from this and work out my own emotions, because they're trying to not attach emotion here. With this energy, it's like they're trying to not attach emotion here by trying to get this out of their system. But it's not going to work. It's not going to put the fire out. It's kind of what I'm getting here, that I am just sort of intuitively picking up that long term, you are going to be seeing this person again. But short term, they're trying to, you know, focus on themselves and do their own thing and play the field a bit and whatnot, trying to keep that distance between the two of you, so that they can try to put the fire out within them. But I just don't know that it's going to be possible, that the seeds have already been planted, and you know, come spring, those seeds are going to start to sprout, and this person's going to realize, I can't get away from this. I need to actually deal with this a little bit more face on. Okay, but it's feeling a bit longer term here, Sagittarius, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Leave a comment and you'll go in the draw for that free personal reading as well. But we'll move on over to our Capricorns. Capricorn and the person you are not in contact with. What is the reason for no contact between Capricorn and this person? Capricorn and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. Okay, I'm very interesting, Capricorn. I might actually do yours the same way I did Virgo's, which rather than just getting a separate layout with the lenormand, I may just clarify these initial cards with the lenormand for you here, Capricorn. Capricorn and the person they are not currently in contact with. Capricorn and the person they are not currently in contact with. Please clarify for Capricorn and the person they are not in contact with. And will Capricorn and this person, yes or no, will they be having contact in the near future? Will there be contact for Capricorn and this person in the near future? Okay, so firstly, we do have very interesting energy, Capricorn. It's a very interesting storyline I'm picking up here. We do have the Union card, integration and union. It's coming through with the Anchor. This is coming through. It's coming through very like a very spiritual union between you and this person, that, you know, you complete each other kind of energy. But at the moment we're stuck. Something's weighing this down from getting to this. It feels like this is the you both kind of know that this is the energy between you. That there needs to be some sort of union and integration of souls between you. But we're in no contact, right? Straight away I'm feeling like this scared someone. Somebody needs to integrate and connect to their own soul in order to integrate with you. For some of you, this person may have been stuck in a connection. They may have been stuck in a union already. So I am getting that for some of you, this person may have been, you know, with somebody else or stuck in. I just keep getting that stuck in a connection, stuck with somebody else. And they kind of needed to integrate that into their story and allow that to happen the way that it was supposed to kind of happen. I am getting a very spiritual energy here, Capricorn. The Anchor, though, it does show us that, you know, you both kind of know that you and this person are destined to come into union. And it kind of weighs down on both of you in different ways. This person, I feel as though, I'm getting that the runner-chaser dynamic. So this person feels as though, this is my destiny with Capricorn. I need to get away from that. That's going to hold me back. That's going to keep me from, that's going to weigh me down. They're kind of weighed down knowing that deep down they know that they need to be in union with you. And it's kind of like they're trying to fight against it. But at the end of the day, they know they can rely on this union with you. They know that they can depend on this. So it's kind of like, somebody needs to really work out how to integrate themselves before they can come into union with you here, Capricorn. It feels as though, I am kind of getting that this person is a bit of a mess. Like, sorry if that's, not the case or whatever, but it feels as though they've got a lot of learning to do about themselves before they can come into a true union with you. And I feel like that's the reason for this no contact, is because, it's like that energy of like twin flames in separation, where, you're both needing to grow and learn and change before we can come into true union. It's kind of like they know that if they don't integrate themselves properly before coming into union with you, Capricorn, that it's not going to work properly. They need to be the best version of themselves in order for this to come into union correctly. We do also have truth and expression. So that's their truth. They know that this union is the underlying truth. That's clarified by the lily. They see long term with you. They depend. They rely on this connection. They see the long term with you. The inner truth of this person is, on their deathbed, they want you to be the one holding their hand. The lily is all about longevity, long-term connections. They're looking at, where you're going to be 20 years from now, 30 years from now. And every time they think about that, you're there. And they just don't know how to express that truth. I feel like they're hiding from that truth a little bit at the moment. That's why we're seeing, them needing to integrate themselves. Because this is very emotionally vulnerable, intimacy sort of stuff, and they need to open themselves up to the truth. They need to, come into union with their own truth, and integrate that in order for this to, come into union with you, Capricorn. Because we do also see here, we've got the limitations card, which is all about their fears. Okay, they're fearing this. They're fearing the truth. They've got a lot of limitations that they're putting on this because of their own fears. Okay, this person is, like I said, they feel like they're a bit of a mess. They've got some stuff they need to grow and heal within themselves. They've got some fear that they need to face the truth of that. They need to face the truth of themselves and start expressing that to themselves in a very emotionally vulnerable way. And that is not an easy thing to do. That's clarified by the moon, which once again, emotions, emotional intimacy with themselves, that sensitive, their fears make them emotional. That's why they're not wanting to face these truths. They're putting limitations on their emotions, telling themselves, I can't possibly feel that. Even though deep down they know. They know deep down. Okay. And then when I've asked yes or no, are we going to see this contact with this person in the near future? We do have a yes with the book. They know you're part of the story for them. You're part of each other's story here. But they're limiting themselves. You can see here in this book, it's the triangle and the sphere, the oblong or whatever. Not an oblong, an egg. I don't know. The pyramid and the egg. Okay, they're telling themselves a pyramid and an egg cannot fit together. But here they are in the same book. got mathematical equations on both for some reason. I don't get that imagery with the pyramid and the egg. I'm just going to call it an egg. That's their limitations. They're not seeing that, hang on, these two shapes, they're in the same book. They can get on the same pages. It's just, they're in the same book. They're part of the same thing. They just come across very differently. They look very differently. It's like, that it's part of the story. It's just part of the story of this union, is that there is this separation at the moment, is what I'm kind of getting from that. But it does look as though there is going to be contact in the near future. It's just very dependent on this person getting past their own fears and, facing their truth, which, good luck. This person does feel like they're needing a lot of growth within themselves. All right, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements, check this person's placements, see what that comes up with. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for the free personal reading. We'll move on to Aquarius. How are we, Aquarius? Just taking that timestamp for you. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius and the person they are not currently in contact with. Aquarius and the person they are not currently in contact with. What is the reason for no contact for Aquarius and this person? Makes sense. We have the masculine coming through first. This person is trying to control the chaos of their own emotions. They're trying to control their emotions. They're trying to, be very dominant and domineering of themselves, trying to be in control, okay? Because we do have closed off energy here as well, guarded and resistance. So they're trying to, close off all feelings. I don't have emotions. I'm this big, strong, tough man who, you can't even see my eyes. I'm guarded from the world. No one knows what I feel. I don't have feelings. What are you talking about, feelings? Just because it's the masculine, it doesn't mean that, it's got nothing to do with genders here. And I'm not having a go at masculine energy here, but it's feeling like a very sort of unevolved masculine energy where they are just guarded, very, very guarded, closed off to their own emotions here, resisting. I just heard resisting arrest for one of you there. Okay, so someone may actually be resisting arrest, and that's why we're so they're physically being guarded. They're going under lock and key for a little while. They're closed up. They're closed off. They're guarded. They're they resisted arrest and they end up locked up. Okay, so maybe there's someone out there where that's the case as well, but emotionally they're locking themselves inside this prison of themselves. Is kind of what's coming through there. We also have the trust in divine timing. That's a rough one. Me and divine timing have issues, I swear, Aquarius, because I'm a Capricorn. I like things done, organized. Like to know, okay, I'm ready for this to happen now. Now. I don't like waiting. I'm not a very patient person. Me and divine timing do have issues. And it does feel as though, you may have issues with divine timing here with this connection, because it's kind of letting you know, divine time, things will happen when they're supposed to happen. You just got to trust that it'll happen when it happens. We're not going to give you any clues. You just got to trust. Trust in the divine. They'll work it out. Divine timing. They may be in jail for a time. You got to wait. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius and this person, they are not currently in contact with. And just looking at that masculine energy, that is way too many abs, right? That is way too many abs. What is going on with that card? Oh, hang on. Some of that's not abs. That's the V under the tummy there. It looked like too many abs. Interestingly enough, we have the masculine coming through. So they are very muchly in this masculine energy. They are so closed off. It is not funny. They do not have emotions. And if you caught them having an emotion, they would lock that shit down. But we have the house and then the heart. So you can be secure in knowing that there is love there. They do love you. There is unconditional love there. They are just hiding from it. They are trying to control it, tell themselves it doesn't exist. Stability, security. They need to find their own stability within their own heart space. They need to connect to their heart, not just this logical side of themselves saying, feelings, what are they? They need to find inner security. They need to be secure in having emotion, let alone, be secure in the emotions. They need to be secure in admitting they've got emotion. This person, it feels as though there is a bit of growth this person needs to do when it comes to their emotional self and accepting emotions within themselves. But yes or no, will Aquarius and this person have contact in the near future? Yes or no, will Aquarius and this person have contact in the near future? Yes. Once again, though, held down energy, stuck kind of energy, though, with that anchor. So that's that closed off energy all over again, that guarded energy, that they're being weighed down by emotion, but they're not actually allowing the emotion to come to the surface. They're drowning it with this anchor. They're holding it down at the bottom of the ocean. All their emotions are being held down at the bottom of the ocean. So there may be contact, but it's going to be very hard for this person to open up and stop resisting emotion. I feel as though if there is contact with this person, it's going to be very non-emotional contact. And it's going to feel very, very stuck to where you may want this to be. Okay, but, trust in divine timing. Divine timing is there for you, Aquarius. Give this person time to adjust to the idea that emotions are a part and parcel of life. They need to do some growth, emotional growth, before we can sort of focus too much on that energy. Okay, Aquarius. You're more than welcome to cross-watch their sign or your other placements. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for that free personal reading. And we'll move on to Pisces. Okay, Pisces, how are we today? Pisces and the person they are not currently in contact with. Pisces and the person they are not in contact with. What is the reason for no contact between Pisces and this person? Okay, it's feeling kind of relevant here, Pisces, but I've got the affirmation song by Snoop Dogg playing in the background here. That may be relevant to this situation. That may actually, I feel like that might just be for you yourself, Pisces, that the affirmation song by Snoop Dogg. It is a really awesome song. If you have not heard that already, go and listen to it because it's a really good song, Pisces. I feel like it might be integral for you at the moment. With the reason for this connection being currently in no contact, we do have the assistance, the spirit guides card coming through. There's something coming through here, Pisces, about I'm seeing that it doesn't want to show me an actual reason. There may not even be a reason for this. It's kind of just, I'm intuitively picking up that it's just like two people that have kind of just drifted apart. And rather than there being like an actual solid reason for no contact, it's kind of like you've just gone on different paths in your life, or that it's not wanting to tell me directly what the issue is here, and it's telling you to ask for assistance from your spirit guides, to delve into the why. Maybe the why doesn't even matter. Okay, maybe it doesn't matter, and that's why we're just sort of being shown to ask for assistance, to ask your guides for assistance in this no contact situation. We do also have the water signs coming through there: the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So we do see that's you. Assistance from higher levels of spirit wanting to guide you through the emotional component of this no contact, wanting to guide you and assist you into understanding this no contact and into understanding the future of this no contact as well. When it comes to this person, we do have the Saturn energy, okay, which is Capricorn energy. But in this particular deck, it does talk about contracts, career, and commitments. It does say until debt tear us apart. So for some of you, I do feel as though this person is focusing on their career. They're focusing on other commitments that they've made in life. So and especially with that phrasing at the top, until debt tear us apart, that's like a play on the marriage vows. So this person may actually be married, and debt, something to do with money. They're focusing on the money and the career and the contracts that they've agreed to. So, like marriage. It's kind of just, once again, I'm just getting this veering off that they've gone off and they've somehow ended up married, and you've gone off your own way, and you've somehow ended up questioning whatever happened to this person. How come we don't talk anymore? It's kind of like life got in the way a little bit here, Pisces. And we just sort of veered off, and there may, with that card, there may have been some financial issues that led to this being in no contact, but it may have been like their emotions about financial issues, like they because I'm picking up here that someone was maybe shame that they're not doing well financially, and that's why they didn't reach out, kind of energy. But we'll go into this a little bit here. Pisces and the person they are not currently in contact with. Pisces and this person that they are not in contact with. Oh. Clarify. Clarify, please. Clarify. Okay, and yes or no, does this lead to Pisces and this person having contact in the near future? Will there be contact for Pisces and this person in the near future? And I had two that flip and both say the same thing. Wow, I've got a lot of that energy coming through. Okay, so we do have the masculine and feminine both coming through. So there's this energy of you and this person balancing each other out. But also we're seeing that same energy again. Pisces, you're here as the feminine, that emotional component, whereas here's the masculine, that career-focused, money-focused component. But, between the two of you, we see balance. The masculine and feminine balance each other out. There's a lot of balance between you and this person. We also have here the crossroads, which has been clarified by the site. Okay, so the crossroads is about choosing which path you're going to take next. choosing whether you're going to stay on this path of emotion, whether you're going to stay on this path of career, or whether we're going to choose a new path for ourselves. It's choices and decisions needing to be made by one of you here. I can't really, or maybe it's both of you needing to make, you know, it's kind of this energy of, I'm getting intuitively there that it's, if you both choose that your path is taking you back to this person, then it will. You both need to choose this path back to each other. But we do have that clarified by the scythe, which talks about, you know, sudden unexpected changes. It's kind of like that plot twist out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, here comes this person. Out of nowhere, this person makes the decision to contact you, to come flying towards you, Pisces. To go, that's it. The debt's just going to tear me apart regardless of whether Pisces is in my life or not. I need to talk to my Pisces because we do have a clear yes. Okay, I've got multiple cards coming out all saying yes. Okay, we have the clover here. We have the letter. Communication, taking a risk on communication. Okay, good fortune for communication with this person. The hidden energy on the bottom of the deck. We have the heart with a yes. We have the house with a yes. This person, it's stable love between you and this person. It's unconditional love. It's be secure in the love between you and this person. Yes, we are going to have contact in the near future with this person. Okay, I do feel it's going to come out of nowhere with that scythe energy, and I am picking up here that it's on the borderline of near future and a little bit longer than that. Normally when I'm doing the near future, I do try to sort of limit near future to, you know, the next month or so, but I'm kind of picking up on, you know, 2 or 3 months here, Pisces, is what I'm kind of feeling. Okay. Wow, that's what we've got for you, Pisces, and no clear reason as to why there's no contact, which is you're the only one that's done that to me today, not gonna lie, but that's what we've got for you. Regardless, you're more than welcome to cross watch or you know, check your other placements as well. Leave me a comment and you'll go in the draw for that free personal reading, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.